Hi guys, it's SkintBoot here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you guys is some interesting news surrounding No Man's Sky. Now this video could in some ways be interpreted as a bit of a depressing kind of video, as a bit of a negative kind of topic to talk about, but I still think it is important nonetheless, since I've recently sort of built up this channel around the updates for No Man's Sky, what's happening with the game. I feel like it's almost my duty to report on this and give you a bit of a easier to understand kind of video on what's really happening with the game. So a previous video which I made quite a while ago now was talking about how on the Steam database for No Man's Sky there have been updates to depots called old build test, internal, experimental, things like that. If you haven't seen that video, then please do feel free to check it out. A link will be in the description if you do want to go see that. However, today's video is going to be in relation to that. So when I made this video and we were seeing that Hello Games were updating a depot called old build test, we were excited, to say the least. Having an old build test being updated seemed to imply that they were working on cut features, they were working with something so big that it required an old build, something like multiplayer, perhaps, anything like that. The speculation was completely off the charts. Everyone was really excited for the future. However, unfortunately, and I hate to say it, recently there has been very little activity on these depots. In fact, the old build test has not been updated in 2 months, exactly the same as the internal depot and the experimental depot, all updated 2 months ago. Now this is problematic for a number of different reasons. Now obviously I'm not 100% clued up on what these even mean. However, going off other people's kind of speculation, going off what I can perceive it to be, this is actually a bit of a problem. And this is mainly down to the fact that since we were expecting this new update, presumably the summer update, to include content which was cut before release, hence the old build test, this doesn't seem likely anymore as it has not been updated. Now this is where it gets a bit speculative. This could suggest that Hello Games were testing something very small, as in it was something very minor, maybe something like new cloud rendering technology, something which was mentioned previously by Sean Murray, something which they are working on, and as such it only took them a little bit of time to perfect it and get it to work, so they don't need that build anymore. They can push that to one side. That's their sort of business done with that. On the other hand, this could suggest that what they were working on failed so significantly, or they were not ready for it, they were not in any way expecting the outcome of it, they just gave up with it. They ceased production with whatever they were testing and they left it to rot. Now this is the most pessimistic, worst case situation, and I can kind of say that this is unlikely in the case that Hello Games are, yes, a small team, but they are most definitely talented, and I don't think that they would just give up on something if it didn't work. Now obviously, because they haven't set out any time frames for when updates are supposed to be come out, no one is really getting that kind of exhausted for content. Obviously people want an update, but no one's going to be like, oh well, you said that the update's going to be out in August and you haven't got this working yet, so we're going to get pissy. They haven't done that, and I think that's a good thing because it means they can spend as much time as they need, since no one really knows when the update is going to come out. However, it's not all doom and gloom, because the other 2 branches have also not been updated. Now you can view this as well as a bad thing. However, I think that it's most likely all sort of part of the same reason. That reason is really unknown. But if, say for example, the internal build had been updated a day ago and the old build test hadn't been updated in 2 months, that would be a hell of a lot more problematic than what we have at the moment, where all 3 of them haven't been updated in the exact same amount of time. So that is a bit more promising. Either way though, it isn't particularly looking that good for No Man's Sky, because although this doesn't give us 100% confirmation that a new update isn't being worked on, it does seem to suggest that they've hit some kind of bump in the road, or alternatively they have actually completed what they set out to do in these depots. Now, could this mean that because these depots haven't been touched in 2 months, that the next update for No Man's Sky is going to be delayed? It's going to come out a lot later. Perhaps it will come out in late July as opposed to early June or what have you. Maybe it ties in with the 1 year anniversary of No Man's Sky? We really don't know. Please do let me know your thoughts on these subjects in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys think is happening with these builds, whether you think the update is going to be delayed or come out soon. Basically, just tell me what you think of it, because I love to read them. Also, as a little side note, I'm planning on making a video dedicated to the No Man's Sky 1-year anniversary, talking about maybe what will happen, what this could mean for the game, things like that. So stay tuned for that. That should come out in the near future. Of course, the uploads, as I explained in a previous video, have been a little off recently, but I'm kind of getting a bit back on track. I've got a few more ideas, so I apologise for it. Please do stick around, because the channel isn't dead, it's just in a bit of an awkward position at the moment. Trust me, once a new update comes out, that's when I'm going to be grinding the shit out of it, okay? So yeah, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please do feel free to leave a like on it. If you guys could also show your support by subscribing to MZK, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. And as always, I will see you guys on my next video. This is SkintBoot, signing out.